Environmental Impact Assessment (EIA) is a process used to identify, predict, evaluate, and communicate information about the potential environmental impacts of proposed projects, policies, programs, or plans. The purpose of an EIA is to ensure that environmental considerations are integrated into decision-making processes and that projects are designed and implemented in a way that minimizes harm to the environment. The following are some key points to consider in an EIA. Scope. The scope of an EIA should be clearly defined, and should include all potential environmental impacts of the proposed project or policy. Stakeholder engagement. Stakeholders should be involved in the EIA process, and their input should be taken into account in decision-making. Environmental baseline. An environmental baseline should be established, which describes the current state of the environment and serves as a reference point for measuring the potential impacts of the proposed project. Impact assessment. Potential environmental impacts of the proposed project should be identified and assessed, and the significance of these impacts should be determined. Mitigation measures. Measures should be identified to avoid, minimize, or mitigate potential environmental impacts of the proposed project. Alternatives analysis. Alternatives to the proposed project should be considered, and their potential environmental impacts should be assessed. Decision-making. The results of the EIA should be considered in decision-making, and the decision-making process should be transparent and involve public participation. Monitoring and follow-up. The implementation of the proposed project should be monitored, and the effectiveness of mitigation measures should be evaluated. Overall, an EIA is an important tool for ensuring that environmental considerations are integrated into decision-making processes, and that projects are designed and implemented in a way that minimizes harm to the environment.